What's up, guys? What's going on? Yeah, give this a second. Make sure this is working. All right. Let's see here. And we have a special guest with us tonight.
Dude, I've had a 3070 Ti sitting in the box for 4 days.
And Chump, you want to say hello?
Because I'm a butthole.
Chump, you want to say hello?
What's up, buddy? Is everybody on?
Yeah.
Are you on now?
Yeah, finally. I think it's running.
Awesome.
This thing on?
What's going on, guys? I didn't even know you were on yet.
Yeah, I know, my bad.
It's all good, man. Good. So how are you doing this fine evening?
Just chilling. Let's see. Let's do a quick roll call. We got Boris, we got CC, and Mr. Null. What's going on, dudes?
Yeah, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr.
Null.
Chum Change decided to slide into my DMs.
I did.
Join me for the stream tonight. So, gonna be unboxing a package I got from Ant Online this week. It's a EVGA 3060 along with a 5600. It's a Ryzen 7, I think, 5600X or Ryzen 5. It's a Ryzen 5600X CPU that I'll be throwing onto one of my rigs. I might keep the CPU. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, to be honest, because I got that motherboard from the Newegg Shuffle, and I don't have any use for it because it's an AMD board and requires the AMD CPU, which I haven't had. And then I managed to snag one the other day through this antonline.com graphics card deal bundle that they had, that I got notified of through, I think it was Stock Drops, if I remember it. There was a ping that they did or whatever, and I was like, yeah, what the heck, why not? I think I paid like just over $800 for the bundle, so not too bad.
Nice.
The
Not at all.
I think the CPU by itself goes for $320 or something like that. So I paid like paid like $490 for the GPU technically. So not too shabby.
Sweet. Sorry, did you already say you gonna keep the CPU or are you gonna flip it?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do because like I've got my studio PC that you guys are seeing the stream from. I've got it. It's an Intel build currently. I've got a let me see. This is a Asus Z490A motherboard with a 10700K CPU, little RGB RAM, RGB AIO cooler, and all that. And I could switch out the system to be the AMD, but honestly, I looked at like benchmarks on the 10700K versus the 5600X, and they were fairly neck and neck for different metrics, and it honestly looked kind of like the 10700K was superior with different things or whatever. And I just figured, you know what, I mean, it would take down my streaming platform for however long it takes me to do the switch and everything, and a little bit of a hassle. So I may just leave it and flip the motherboard and CPU as a bundle. So because I actually have them as a bundle now, make my own bundle. Right. Throw it on the next Newegg Shuffle, you know. But anyway,
Absolutely.
so
let's get to opening, dude. I want to see this thing.
Yeah, let me snag. Actually, here, let's throw some music on real quick. Let's see.
No worries. Come on, guys. Whoever's being a hater and doing the down, don't do that. It's not nice. Smash that like, please. We appreciate you guys.
Let's do this.
And actually, when do you mind if I bring up Shiba, Teaspoon? Do you want to talk about it while we're
Totally.
All right, so tomorrow I am going to be releasing a video about mining Shiba, and Mr. Teaspoon actually brought me to realize a few things about it, which was kind of neat. I've just been working on it a little bit today, so I don't know if you want to talk about it a little, Teaspoon, or just kind of tell everybody, or see if everybody else knows what Shiba coin is, or
yeah,
I don't know.
So
just your thoughts on it, I guess. We'll pick your brain a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of poll the audience, as it were. So Shiba token is something that actually Austin from the Misfit Mining Discord, Austin Wells, tipped me off to. Oh, what? I guess it was. I think it was like a month ago ish now, and here, I could just do a quick little. Let's see here. Let me just pull this up. Browser.
Yeah. So essentially, Shiba, as far as what I can see, anyways, it's somewhat of a meme coin, just like Dogecoin was. I mean, the same dog, more or less. So I don't know. I mean, the potential this thing has is kind of. I feel like it could do the same type of thing Dogecoin did. Like starts at a fraction of a penny and just absolutely explodes. Just because it's cheap and people are all about that. Like it was Doge was really big over in China and stuff, right? When it started, I believe.
Right.
Like a lot of people would buy like a whole bunch of it just because it was cheap. You can get like, millions for like $20, you know what I mean? It was just crazy. And Shiba right now is basically in the same boat. So who knows what will come of it in the next bull run or the next cycle. That's kind of what's got me kind of thinking, why not hold a little bit? Why not mine as much as I can of it, even though it's technically not mineable? I don't know. I think it's interesting.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I mean, no, I was saying the same thing. I was saying no thanks. It's crap. You know what I mean? It's a poop coin, basically. That's how it is. But you'll see my video tomorrow. If you want to watch it, feel free. But it's it has the same potential. Like I don't know. I can't really explain it. It's like a bunch of BS. I really don't want to even put the video out, but at the same time I do, because of what Dogecoin did. Like no one believed that would go anywhere, and seeing that go over 50 cents was like, I don't even know. I was looking for rope because I sold mine at like 0.00019. So I was pissed. You know what I mean? Like it was just, I was not happy. I was so unhappy that I sold it, and I just thinking about it. I'm like, nah, it's never going anywhere. It's a bunch of BS. Like everybody would ask me about it. I'm like, don't even worry about it. Next thing you know, it's 10 cents. Next thing you know, it's over 50 cents. I'm like, what is happening in this world right now?
Yeah, seriously. Okay, I'm going to see if I can transition for 2 seconds here.
Yeah, do your thing, man.
Okay, still working, I think. Okay.
Apples is saying, what's in the box?
Yeah, it's still working.
He's got us waiting.
Alright. Okay.
Good things come to those who wait. Apples.
Oh, that looks like we lost.
I think that's what Teaspoon's going for.
Yeah, right. Going for the longest.
You're going to open it up and it's going to be something you ordered on Amazon that's not even relevant to what you think it is.
Exactly.
You know how many times I've done that? And I'm like,
oh,
I don't even remember ordering this. I thought it was something else.
This is a box of diapers.
I've been
shoot.
So mad so many times. Yeah, actually, you know what's funny, right? So, unboxing's obviously a big thing, right? So, when I first started my channel, no idea what to video, like absolutely no idea. And we were literally living in my crypto mining garage because we sold my house and we were in lieu of moving here. And the house wasn't ready, so we couldn't move in. So we lived in my crypto mining garage literally for 2 months, dead of winter. Thank God I had those miners in there, because if I didn't, that place would have been an ice block.
Right.
But anyways, I was recording and I was like, ooh, a bunch of boxes came in. All right, let's record this, right? So I just got one box open and I'm like, all right, it was something I ordered. It was actually interesting to open. And then I'm like, all right, let's see what's in this box. I had like 4 boxes in front of me. And I open it up. It's a Buzz Lightyear doll. I open the next one. It's like that Porky guy from Toy Story. I'm like, all right, this video is a bust. Never mind. I just ruined the whole video because I opened the one good thing first, and like I was like, I'm not even gonna put this out. Forget it. It's ridiculous. So
guys,
funny.
I apologize. This camera is flipped upside down. As you can see, this is my whole setup, like this again with the upside down Logitech camera. So you guys will just have to deal with that. I'm still.
I love it, man. I'm actually on my head right now, so it looks perfect.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just lay on your back, turn around.
No, you should. You should absolutely make a channel. Seriously, if you want pointers, let me know. Need help? No problem helping you.
Sure, you feed that would do it. Just checking out the chat for a second here.
Yeah, do you
Thanks to
think?
Shiba, speculative mining, CC. Yeah, so CC, it is kind of. I mean, it is basically speculative mining, but based on what Chump and I have seen, and Austin and I have seen on this these earnings that we've had, it's been pretty crazy. Oh, there's a wired gaming mouse. I totally forgot about that. Sweet bonus.
Let me see it.
Just like
Where is
opening, it's just like opening that Amazon box that you said.
Yeah, except I got Forky. I
Here's
put batteries
our
in it.
Ryzen 5000.
Nice, dude. Nice, nice.
Show off the goods.
Can I say that serial number again? I'm gonna put the warranty in right now.
Right.
Perfect. Love it. Love it. Awesome. Question: do I jump on a 3060 Ti FE for 860 after fees? I think it's a little high, but I mean a 3060 Ti is kind of hard. So
yeah,
I mean,
don't know. I mean that. And you said
I feel like I would.
Is that a Founders?
Yeah, he sent a Founders edition.
Man,
would you? I don't know.
Oh,
I know it's pricey.
Those Founders, though, seriously, those are so stinking good looking. I don't know that I'd be able to resist, and I've spent. I know. I spent $800 this month already on this bundle that you see before you.
Oh my gosh! Look at that mouse. That thing's sick.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
So let me ask you, actually, are the 3060 Ti FEs low hash rate?
Though, well, I think anything that you would get nowadays
is going to be low hash rate, right?
Is likely going to be low hash rate.
Austin, we were just talking about becoming millionaires in Shiba.
What's up, man?
I have a nice video coming out tomorrow for you. Look at that. None of the FE cards are low hash rate. Barry, buy it.
Yeah,
if it's not low hash rate, I'd buy it.
I don't see anything.
Not financial advice.
On this one that says, well, I mean, it's a this one's a 3060, so this is likely. Just get this out of the way.
That is correct. No FE cards. It's a low hash rate confirmed from Nvidia. Yeah, that's all right. Sweet. Yeah, I would absolutely. Why not? I mean, what do you have to lose? You could sell it for $1,200 easy. You know what I mean? Buy it and flip it. Worst case, you could sell it to Shinji for $900, and then he'll go and sell it for like $2,000. At least you make $40 off it, you know. Dude, that's sweet. Look at that, huh?
And let's see here.
Nice. I really like that mouse. That's crazy. I didn't even know EVGA made a mouse.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
So you got this
Ryzen.
bundle
There
for
we
how
go.
much?
So out the door, I think I paid like 809 and change or something like that.
That's not bad
The,
at all. I would totally flip that Ryzen, to be honest.
bundle.
I would sell
So,
that.
I honestly probably will. I'll just pair it with. Actually, here, let me go grab that motherboard. Because I've got that still just sitting in box, still sealed.
Oh, I didn't even know you had a motherboard for it. Now that's a sexy bundle, says Barry G. Their keyboards are cool too. Interesting. I really didn't even know they made extra stuff like that. They have a sensor that turns off the RGB when you're not by the keyboard. Really? That's weird. Yo, on my way home from work. Nice, Thomas Tran. Nice, nice. Drive safe.
Alright.
Danny Danzy, what's up, buddy? How are you?
So yeah, so I've got.
Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Appreciate you all for being here.
What's up, Thomas? Danny Denise. Very G. Very G, they're on StockX.
Yeah,
right
sorry
now.
if I said your name wrong.
Not the new TIs. Keyboards are cool. Yeah, I've seen some pretty. Yeah, no, you're good. I've seen some pretty cool stuff with the keyboards. So here's this
That's cool.
motherboard that I've got. Just slide this stuff over here.
Thomas Tran, I am doing well. How are you? How was
This
work
is the
tonight?
ROG Strix B550F.
Oh, damn. That thing's sweet. I have the 450, I think. I do. Yeah, I have the 450.
You've got one of the. Yeah, I think yours is the. Is it the 450F?
Yeah, I think it's the F. Let me see.
I think so.
Yep. Yeah, 450 F gaming.
That's
But
what I
it's
was
not
thinking.
Wi-Fi, so that's sweet.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
That's
so
cool, though. That's cool.
Throw
Yeah, that board is
these
sweet.
bad boys together.
How much
So-
did you pay for the board? Like, why do you have that? Did you get it in a bundle?
So the board I got in the Newegg Shuffle when I got that 3080, the Asus TUF 3080. So
Dude, that's sweet. I'm so mad. I'm so mad I just bought all that stuff. I could have just bought this off of you.
right, yeah. So I got this.
Dude, but that,
so
honestly,
the,
that's a sweet bundle. You can make some good money back on this.
yeah,
for sure.
right. I mean the GPU. So the 3080 TUF. That box is all boxed up on my box wall. So the 3080 TUF that I got paired with this motherboard, I think I paid a little over 1,200, less than 1,300 for the two, for the pair. I think it was like 1,270 or something like that.
Oh, nice.
And the motherboard I think was 200 list price or whatever. So I paid a little over 1,000 for the TUF 3080, which to be honest is not that bad, all things considered. So,
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely.
so not too bad. And then I've just been, it's literally like, this is literally still sealed. Haven't even opened it or whatever. Because I haven't had a CPU, and I'm like, ah, man, I don't want to have to buy a CPU and this and that and whatever. And then this bad boy came along. So I was like, hey, look at that. I could throw, like, honestly, even, like, you know, throw these three things together or whatever.
Why not?
Something like that. Make it look all
That
presentable.
mouse is cool. That really
Yeah,
is cool
it is.
looking.
It is pretty sweet. It's pretty interesting. It's like it reminds me of like an engine grill or something.
It looks like something from Star Wars, like one of those
Yeah, or like
ships.
the DeLorean headlights or whatever sitting
Yeah.
on the front there.
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
pretty sweet. But anyway, just don't
That is
like
cool.
the Ryzen 750X. EVGA is usually Intel. Now they have AMD. EVGA is going to be releasing AMD motherboards soon. That's interesting. 11 my X570. Thomas Tran says, just don't like the Ryzen 7 5800X. First and last AMD CPU. Yeah, I've only ever gone, well, I mean, it depends on how far back we go. Because I had a, so, memory lane here. I went to audio engineering school a few years back and had built my own digital audio workstation. It was my very first attempt at liquid cooling. That was the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done in my life. Freaked the crap out of me when I first turned it on. Afraid I was going to burn out my CPU. But what did I have in that?
Yeah.
I think I started with, I'm trying to remember. It was like a 2.8 gigahertz quad. I think it was like a Q6600 or something like that. Quad core 2.8. And I bought I think it was a BioStar motherboard, if I remember right, when there was a deal at Micro Center. Yes, I shopped at Micro Center back in, what was this, 2008? Mid 2008. And I lived back east, and there was Micro Centers aplenty out there, which was nice. I'm missing those nowadays. But yeah, so I bought a Thermaltake Big Water 760 IS. Don't ask me why I remember that model number from 10 years ago. I remember the most ridiculous things. It's so weird. But I think it was a dual 5.25 inch drive bay based reservoir, and then there was a pump that was inside there or whatever, and then I had like the you know like the neon bright yellow tubing or whatever, and then I had like some reactive coolant and whatever. But
that's sweet.
Yeah, but it was nice. So I was stationed upstairs at my parents' house at the time, and when I would run that CPU under a load, I think it hit like 113 Celsius or something. Like the CPU hit like 110 Celsius under load, or anyways, it was ridiculous. And then I did that cooler, the liquid cooler, and it dropped the temperatures down to like I think it was like 70 or 60 C under a load or whatever. So it was definitely worth the, I think, like $150 or whatever I paid for it at the time. So that had that computer for several years. Used it for audio engineering and did a ton of recording engineering projects of my own, mixed a ton of music on it, had a blast with it, and then sold it to a buddy, a coworker, a few years later, who actually I think had bought it for a studio of his own at the time, which is cool.
Right. We have someone in the chat that spoke Spanish.
Melo Pinario, what's up, buddy?
I just translated. It says a friend has a 3060 and the blocked one. Does someone know how to unlock? So yes, if you, well, it depends. It depends if it's the first 3060s, like the ones I have.
Yeah, so Melo Pinario,
I don't know if you guys know that, but
yeah, so Chump changes on the stream with me tonight. He so yeah, the unlock will, like he said, depend on the version of the GPU, because the version 1, obviously those can be unlocked with the dev driver, and then the specific criteria, which is an X8, at least an X8 connected PCIe slot on the motherboard, the dev driver, and then a dummy plug and or a display
just connected hook up to a monitor.
Right, yeah, or connected to a monitor.
So you need, if you want, you can go to our Discord group, Misfit Mining. We do have the driver in a Google Doc that I have in a section. I think it's in the Chump Change video section. You'll see like a pin, and it'll say for 3060 unlock or whatever, or 4060 NVIDIA driver. I mean 460 NVIDIA driver, and you can go in and download it. So
there's the
try that. Hopefully it
Link
works.
to our Discord. I think it should work. Yeah. First time I've actually used the beautiful vanity URL that we have unlocked because you guys so graciously have boosted the server, our awesome community.
He said, excuse me, I don't know if English can be saved. Hugs from Brazil.
No worries, man. Hey, that's no big deal. I still appreciate you being here. Let's see. Plugged up the 3016, 3070 on a rack for the lady for Shiba coin. LL 88 mega hash from Thomas Tran. Nice, dude. Did you see that, chump? That's pretty funny.
No.
Thomas Tran says, I plugged up the 3060
nice.
and 3070 on a rack for the lady for Shiba coin. 88 mega
That's
hash.
sick.
So 88 mega hash,
dude,
you're probably doing what, 100,000 a day or more? That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Here, let's see.
No, you should be doing more than that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Because I could get, what, about 400,000 from a 3060?
Yeah, let's go to here, and what was it?
Yeah, why don't we talk about Shiba a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to explain a bit about it, and that way tomorrow after I post my video, I can point some people to you.
Here we go. So 88 mega hash should do approximately 673,970 SHIB
That's not much
per
at all.
day. Not much. Jump change. So it's crazy. Well, and it's so I don't want to step on the toes of the Shiba token community, because if you ask the developers or the core Shiba team, they would say it's not mineable because technically it's not. But I conversely will maybe, I would say, semi-disagree or beg to differ, I should say. Because Unmineable, what this does is, and this all happens just in the background without you even seeing any of it. But as far as I understand, what it does is it runs these algorithms, so you can run ETH hash, so it mines Ethereum. You can run ETC hash, so it mines Ethereum Classic. You can run Kapow, where it mines Raven, or you can run Random X, so it's mining Monero. And then what it does is, depending on the coin that you're hitting, it will, I think what happens is it automatically exchanges whatever algorithm you're running. It exchanges that coin for the coin that you're hitting, whether it's SHIB or let's see, yeah, so they've got a handful of different ones: 1inch, Chili's, Hollow, Matic, Polygon, Shiba Inu, Solana, Aave, Cardano, Algorand, BAT, Band Protocol, Bitcoin, BitTorrent, which that's interesting, BitTorrent, Bitcoin Gold, Digibyte, Dogecoin. So if you want to throw a few GPUs at Dogecoin, you can do that. I don't know what the take would be on that. Well, let's just take a quick 2-second peek. So if Thomas Tran decided to have his girl's rig on Doge, she can make 23 Doge per day. So anyways,
if anyone's going to do it, it's definitely going to be Thomas Tran.
Right. So anyways, so it's interesting that you can do stuff like this. And like I said, this all just happens in the background. I can show you guys what I have been doing. So I've got 592,000 on the current round since 2 p.m. local time. I did a cash out of 2.2 million, 2.275 million. Yesterday I did a cash out of 4.06 million, and that was 40, let's see, 12. That was like 49 hours worth of mining with.
Where
so
can
I've got
you sell Shiba? Do you know?
Exchange wise, there is a few different ones. So they actually have started, and I can actually open this up. I'll just let's go here. Not Shiba token. Shiba
Our
swap.
friend from Brazil said I mine Shiba with 1063 gigabyte.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, so they just launched Shiba Swap, which is their own proprietary exchange that they've created. And this is a part of what we're going to talk about. There's a lot of different features that you can do. They interface with MetaMask and a handful of different things. You can do, there's different features. So like you can do dig, where what this is if you take liquidity that you've got elsewhere, and Chump, you may know a little bit more about liquidity than I do probably because you've done a little bit of trading, but you can provide liquidity to the Shiba Swap platform, and that earns you Bone token. As you see, they've got Shiba token, Leash token, and Bone token. So there's 3 different tokens that are associated with the Shiba platform of sorts. So Shiba Inu token is the foundational currency that allows investors to hold millions, billions, or even trillions of it in their wallets. Between its international recognition and its legitimate utility, SHIB is up thousands of times and is constantly expanding its reach. SHIB is the first to be listed and incentivized on Shiba Swap, their proprietary DEX. Leash token was originally set to be a rebase token, and I actually googled what this means the other day, and what that is a rebase is designed in a way that the circulating token supply adjusts by increasing or decreasing automatically according to a token's price fluctuations, which is interesting. Expansion and contraction is what we call a rebase mechanism. Rebase tokens are somewhat akin to stable coins in the sense that they both have price targets. So the idea, I guess, is that they're trying to keep it to stick to a specific value, if I understand it correctly. Something along those lines. So it was originally set to be a rebase token, but when they removed the rebase and unleashed its potential, and they've got a supply of only 107,646 tokens, it represents the other end of the ecosystem spectrum for the Shiba token ecosystem. Leash is the second token incentivized on Shiba Swap and will offer lucrative rewards for the holders, providing its liquidity. So that's pretty sweet. And then there's charts with all 3 of these. And then lastly, Bone has 250 million tokens and is designed to fit perfectly between the previous 2 tokens in regards to circulation supply. Moreover, the token is a governance token, which will allow the SHIB army to vote on upcoming proposals on the Doggy DAO. So that's pretty interesting. So that reminds me of, what is it? Oh, there's another one that does... like voting, what was it? Pearl 2.0. Because when they went to proof of stake, they enabled that capability with their version 2.0 platform, if I remember right. I was looking at it when I did a video early on in my YouTube career, shall we say, of how to claim Pearl 1.0 tokens onto the Pearl 2.0 chain. And it showcases their new Pearl 2.0 interface with the block explorer and things like that for doing voting and all that stuff. It's pretty interesting. I haven't read into a ton of that style of tokens and kind of what it provides you the abilities to do, but I think the concept is pretty interesting. Have you seen anything like that, Chump, at all?
I have not.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
But yeah, that is interesting.
So, but yeah, so dig, you can earn Bone by doing liquidity. Fetch lets you migrate tokens from, I believe, Uniswap. You can pull tokens over into Shiba Swap and then earn bonus Bone tokens. And then SLP, which I think is Shiba Liquidity Protocol. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'm still semi-new to understanding the whole Shiba Swap platform.
Yeah, I've never even seen this, so
right,
it's all new to me.
And then burying.
I think I just heard of Shiba like 3 days ago.
Right. Pretty sure you heard it from me.
I'm kidding.
Right.
Yeah, when you came out with that video on Hive, that was the first time I heard about it.
Right. Yeah. So, and then you can also bury tokens, and burying is basically staking. So you can bury a certain amount of SHIB and then get rewards based on the amounts that you've staked or buried. And then they've got swap, where you can swap from SHIB to other tokens, or bone or leash to others. You can swap between SHIB, leash, and bone intermingling. Like you can intermingle between SHIB, leash, and bone as far as swapping between the three. Bone folio, you've got analytics. So this shows you the liquidity. Yeah, so here's your bone reward pools.
Ildemaro said, is tomorrow the ETC Magneto update? I don't know. Is that like you talking about with the ETC project itself? I haven't been following it the past week. I just got back from vacation and it's been an absolute hectic nightmare.
Yeah, I think there was a video from, was it Rapid Mining, that did a Magneto related video.
Oh, that was Serpent, I believe.
Serpent, that's right. Yeah, one of our fellow
yeah
YouTubers did a
I don't
video
know when
about
the
it.
actual fork was coming out though, or whatever it's called, the upgrade.
Let's see if I can.
I don't really know. I'll look it up right now.
Let's see here. I'm gonna snag that video.
I think he just
I remember seeing.
I think he just talked about it.
Yeah, here we go. Ethereum Classic Magneto hard fork 6 days ago. Link. So I'll drop
Will
this.
take place on block 13,189,133.
So I just dropped the video
What block
in
are
the
we
chat
on?
from Serpent X Special Forces. Be sure to check him out and subscribe. He's got a lot of great content. And he did a video regarding the Ethereum Classic Magneto hard fork in the last week.
And he just got his channel back because YouTube
Right.
decided to delete it. And
Yeah,
get it back again,
that whole crazy fiasco. So he had,
which is the same thing going on with Rabbit.
right, yeah. So he had this happen just in the last, I think it was what, like 2 days ago or something like that. Seb's FinTech popped in the Misfit Mining chat and was like, where did Serpent's channel go? And we were like, what? And then it came through the grapevine that the channel had been, axed for whatever reason, and it's still unclear. I'm not going to talk about the details because I don't know enough to provide accurate information.
Right.
But,
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
I don't think anybody
just,
really does.
It's just interesting. So, anyways,
So
but yeah,
the
sure
Magneto thing.
Be sure.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, be sure to check out Serpent X Special Forces. Just pull this up for
Yeah,
2
he talks about the
seconds.
Magneto in that video. This actually, looking it up right now, it says this block is now expected to occur in 4 days on Friday, July 23rd, 2021. So that's when the Magneto upgrade will undergo its hard fork,
Gotcha.
as far as I know.
Good to know. That's cool. All right. So let's see here. Yeah. So you can see this is for liquidity with bone. Yes, you've got your dog park, berry sheep, berry leash, berry bone. So these are for the staking. So this shows the liquidity over the last X amount of time you decide to look at.
Well, you know what I'm going to do with Shiba. I'm just going to set it and forget it.
Right.
Like the new wave oven, is that what they call it?
Right.
Those
they've
late
got some,
night commercials.
I mean, look at this. So like, 2.3 bone per day, 211% annually, 17% monthly, 0.59% daily. It's interesting. I don't understand any of this, by the way. I'm just reading
So
numbers.
that's weird.
It's interesting.
Very weird.
248% between leash and bone. between Bone and Wrapped ETH is 279%.
Right. So I mean, I guess my biggest thing on this is I don't want to be caught with my pants down again, I guess,
Right.
for lack of a better term, when it comes to these small crap coins that like. So I explain it in tomorrow's video. So literally, my one gaming PC, okay, or my PC that I stream with that you guys see me at, you know, every week.
Right.
This PC, the one GPU in it, 3060 Ti now because I swapped out the 3090, that can make roughly 400,000 Shiba every day. So 2.5 days, I can make 1 million tokens. If this thing goes to 50 cents in the next bull run or $1, like I'm set. You know what I mean? It just,
Right.
it
You know, I'll be
blows
sitting on
my
a beach
mind.
somewhere.
And yeah, I know, right? with your you know, all your millions of Shiba. But yeah, no, I mean this literally, it's one GPU and it's like 2.5 days of electricity. It cost me like $10. You know what I mean? I'd spend more elsewhere.
Right.
It's just, I don't know, just because Ethereum like is a pain in the butt. You know what I mean? It doesn't have anything. It's not as good as it was. Basically, it's just the incentive is like gone for me. Anyways, it's just it's so long to get a payout. It's not worth it to stay on just Ethereum. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's just me. But
Yeah, I mean, when
6
there's
giga hash would make 42 million Shiba in 24 hours.
yeah, right. I was talking about that with Austin earlier today.
Yeah, I could totally put
42 million sheep in
all
24
mine
hours.
on it and make half of that.
It's crazy.
A little more than half. Imagine that, make 20 million in a day.
Right. That's crazy.
That'd be sick, but I'd be an absolute disgusting individual if I did that.
Right. So the interesting thing, I can
man.
show you guys a couple of things with the Unmineable platform, and this does look a teeny bit different from what you'll see in the video that I did about SHIB, hitting SHIB through HiveOS. But they changed it just slightly. It's ironic because they actually changed it the day after I dropped my video, which was like, what? But anyways, it is what it is. But anyways, so you've got your workers here. This shows your calculated and current hash rate. You know, over time. Oh, it looks like my. Oh, yeah, that's right. I killed the studio PC because that's the one I'm streaming from. But that's all good. Yeah. So this shows your workers. It shows the reported hash rate and then the calculated hash rate in parentheses. Shows your worker name, and then you can kind of navigate through the kind of hash rate performance history. Sorry, I got something in my throat. You can kind of navigate through the hash rate performance history to see the graphs between current and calculated, which is pretty cool to see. It shows your payments, and when you process a payment, which you can do if this is on, which I think this is on by default, it automatically pays out every 4 hours once you've got 600,000 SHIB, which, as you see, hitting with very rudimentary hash rate is very much possible, which is pretty cool. I lately have just had it turned off, and then I just send it in just bigger chunks, like, you know, 2.2 million, 4 million, 3 million, etc.
Oh,
just
you
to
shut that off? That's cool.
have a bigger chunk go into the wallet, which doesn't really matter. It's just, I mean, it's going to my crypto.com app right now, which is pretty handy, and they do support
Why
it.
do you send it there?
So I just sent it there and really I'm still kind of comparing the different options as far as what's available for who supports it as far as wallet wise. I think you are running it to Trust Wallet on your end.
Yep.
And it looks like it works there, which is pretty cool. I did actually do a little bit of research today because doing a couple of transfers today from the crypto.com wallet, it behaved a little bit weird with regard, because so obviously you can pull up your crypto address. Obviously SHIBATOKEN is an ERC20 based token, so it's a 0x based address, and so you can use something like Etherscan to pull up the token explorer, which let's actually just do that real quick. Let's go to etherscan.io.
Anonymous miner said, look at the ETH payout on Unmineable. I think it's 0.01 or something at the moment.
ETH payout on Unmineable. Let's see. Go to Unmineable to start.
I don't understand anything to do with Unmineable yet. Doesn't really make much sense to me, but
Ethereum. Available for mining by graphics cards for ETH hash.
Oh, so you can mine Ethereum through Unmineable?
Yep.
That's weird. Why would you do that?
See. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, so put it
manual and auto payments from 0.01 Ethereum.
Where does it say that?
Let's see.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, so just on ETC or on ETHash, the ETHash tab.
Interesting. Okay.
ETH earnings though, you're better off in a real pool still for Ethereum.
Look at the ETH earnings though, you're better off in a real pool still for ETH.
Yeah.
That's what Austin Wells said.
Right. Standard mining fee, 1%. I do like how easy this is though. It's so like, and we could go over this real quick. You and I were looking at this earlier, Chump, where to connect a rig to Unmineable, all you have to do, so you can do the global. Sorry, something in my throat again. You can do the global server, which is ETHash for the ETHash algorithm. It's ethash.unmineable.com, port 3333. Alternatively, you can do port 13333. I don't know if that's SSL or alternate or whatever. Or you can do manual, where you can choose a region-based server. So ETHash US, ETHash Canada, ETHash EU, or Asia, etc. And then setting up the worker is, and this is a little bit, let's see if I can zoom out. There we go. So, and this is the same depending on, it's the same syntax no matter what coin you're looking at hitting on Unmineable. So the context is your address dot your worker name, that's their like protocol or whatever that they use, and then you have coin and then colon at the beginning, so like that says the asset symbol, your ETH address, and then the worker name. And then so similarly, if we were to go
super simple
over to Shiba, so you'll see the port to connect to it is the same, and the only thing that changes to change the coin that you're hitting is literally the only thing you change is what's in front of the colon at the beginning of your worker name. So you can literally just duplicate the batch files and then make changes to the coin, and you've got, you know, one-click miner, double-click launchers with something like T-Rex or Phoenix or, you know, LOL miner or whatever you decide to use.
And that's what I show tomorrow.
Right, and you can hit any number of these different coins. I actually did an interesting comparison the other day where, let's see, I don't know if I can find it. Well, and it's not going to be relevant because obviously values fluctuate. But what I did was I took, I think, like half a dozen or a little over half a dozen of the various coins that are here, took their price, took my hash rate, and then went into the various coins and then said, you know, say if I threw just my 3060 running on HiveOS at, you know, 37 mega hash, and then said, okay, I can do 1.58 Cardano per day, and then took the USD value of that. And it was interesting, after looking at like 6 or 7 different coins that were available on here, including Shiba and Doge and a couple of others, the one that came out on top was actually Algorand. It was like 20, like the average for the other ones that I was looking at was like between $26.50 to $27 roughly per day. And then Algo, for whatever reason, was like $28 like a little over 28. It broke the barrier of $28 per day, which I was like, huh, that's pretty interesting. So, anyways, yeah. So if I threw the 3060 on algo, 2.39 algo per day, and let's see what algo's at. Algo is at 70 cents. So that's interesting. So that is 2.3. So $1.60 per day with 37 mega hash. 2.39. 2.4. Yeah, so $1.70 roughly for power. Not life-changing, obviously, but you know, if you multiply 37 mega hash by X number of 3060 cards, or you know, say for example with my studio rig that I'm streaming from right now, paired with my let's see here, paired with my Hagrid rig, which has the Asus 3060 OC, the TUF 3080, the EVGA 3090 for the Win 3, and then now the Zotac 3070 OC White that's doing 319 mega hash. So I push roughly 390 mega hash, I think, thereabouts, between the two rigs, between this and then the studio PC. And so nice. 390, so 390, 25 algo per day. So 1770-ish per day. So not, again, not life-changing, but it's, you know, it's a decent pull. So, and again, these are all tokens that are technically not, because I think that's like the purpose of Unmineable. And so all of these are tokens that you can't just go out, or some, I mean, a lot of them are. I won't say all, because obviously there's ETH and Ethereum Classic and things like that. But a lot of these are ones that you can't, like Dash is, or sorry, Digibyte is one of the ones I know that is an ASIC coin. So is Doge. And let's see what other ones. Litecoin. Anyway, so it's interesting. Uniswap, like you can't mine Uniswap, but you can with Unmineable. So it's pretty interesting. Let's check out chat here. Thomas trying to use a 3070 Ti on Shiba, getting 44 mega hash due to the HDMI port being used, 151 watts. Let's see. Everything on the main screen of Unmineable that displays as an ETH token I sent to my Ledger wallet. Same with Tron, says Anonymous Miner.
Crypto Kid, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Crypto Kid? CC, when you're unmineable, you would not look at today's profitability. Just saying. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Right.
Algo offers automatic interest, too. That's interesting. Music died, or YouTube thought that the music died.
Oh.
Start this.
I believe I am going to have to bug out on you because my kids are still up and they should not be.
No,
that's how it usually goes.
Yeah, no,
but
I totally get that.
I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, for sure,
Always
man.
A pleasure.
I appreciate you swinging by. And be sure to check out Jump Change's video that he's launching tomorrow regarding Unmineable and SHIBATOKEN. And I'm thinking that I'm going to do a video. I basically explained everything in the live stream tonight, but I was going to say I'm going to do a video about Unmineable.
Yeah, maybe you should, just so
that people understand how it works and.
Right. If you have a few minutes to just kind of ramble through it,
right,
and get it posted, so I can point people somewhere.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Right.
Because I mean, I literally I've never used Unmineable. I'm not really into coins that I can't mine already on Hive,
Right.
I guess.
Well, and
And
that's, I mean,
this
that's what's
kind of
crazy
opened
about
my
it is
eyes.
like you don't think about, like, you see BAT and you're like, oh, okay, that's not one that I can mine, so you don't think about mining it. But
Right.
you're just like, okay, so I have to go buy it, but if I don't have the money, if I don't have spare funds that I can throw
Right.
at a random token, but I have
Right.
GPUs, it's just like you don't think about it, and then you find this awesome thing that is unmineable, and then you all of a sudden can get your
Right.
hands on, a interestingly diversified profile or a portfolio. So it's pretty interesting.
I think I need to
Right.
go
Yes.
camping again.
Anonymous says, yeah. Right. Yeah. So anonymous miner says unmineable is great if you don't want to use an exchange and you want to collect altcoins.
Right.
It's
Imagine
true.
that. I mined 10 million Shiba while camping.
Right. Yeah. You and
Oh,
your.
it'd be so funny.
Well, and you guys will have to see the awesomely clickbaity video for tomorrow on Jump
Oh
Change's
yeah,
channel.
I got a super clickbait.
You guys are in for a treat.
It's really eye pleasing, you know.
It is definitely good
I was
stuff.
like, how's this look? Does it look like clickbait? Perfect. That's what I want. So everybody else is doing, I guess I have to do it too.
Turn the clickbait up to 9,000.
I guess I'm entitled to one, right? I don't usually do that bad,
Right.
but tomorrow's pretty bad.
Right.
Tomorrow's pretty bad.
Right. Yeah,
But
that's funny.
all right, boys.
Good stuff.
Very good hanging with you guys. I'm gonna let Teaspoon take it from here. So I will I'll catch you guys tomorrow with the hump day hashing. I'm gonna go live after I drop that video, and we will chat for a bit and see what's up.
Good stuff. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Or not tuning in,
Yep.
co-hosting, I should say. You didn't tune in.
No worries, dude. Anytime. I am tuned in though, and I'll leave it running while I'm upstairs dealing with the kids. So
Hey, sweet man, I appreciate that.
all right, buddy.
Well, we will
guys, don't
catch
forget to
Chump
smash
Change
that like.
later. Yes, smash the like. I appreciate that. Every like and every share and all of that helps every little bit. So
Every thumb counts.
every thumb counts. That is true. That is
All right,
true.
big guy. I'll talk to you in a bit. Have a
Okay.
good night.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate you stopping by. We'll catch you later.
See you, buddy.
So what did you guys think about the Best Buy in-store drop that they had today? That's crazy. And definitely sorry, definitely I don't know if you can hear it, I've got a sore throat I've been dealing with the past like several days. It's driving me crazy. But Best Buy dropped those Founders Edition GPUs in store only earlier today. I know we had a few of our misfits that managed to snag a couple, or three in the case of one of them. He'll probably talk about that in a subsequent video, so I'll let him. I don't want to steal his thunder, but I know Tech Shinji Nen has just snagged one, which is awesome. And there was, I think, at least one or two others. Let's catch up on the chat here. Let's see. Need more GPUs to mine SOL in 1 inch. Thomas Tran. I think I'm upset that I wasn't anywhere near participating Best Buy. Yeah, Barry, I agree with that. Well, actually, technically I was close to one. But I had work and stuff like that or whatever, so I didn't get a chance to get out there for the drop for today. Based on how people have had, or what people have gotten, it seems that I probably would have gotten my hands on a card, which is crazy. Yeah, hundreds per store. I know there was a spreadsheet that was dropped that showed the approximate stock levels on a per store basis, and a ton of GPUs, particularly on the West Coast. I know there was a ton out in California. Let's see. I know Tech Shinji said in his latest segment when he was at the store before he got the card, he said there was like 190 people in line, and he said every single person got their hands on a card. He says they even had, like, I mean, if you can call them extras, because when they got up to the front of the store and they got their voucher and then came back to get a card, the card that they had the opportunity for was at like a 3090 and I guess it was out of their reach financially or whatever. But anyway, it's pretty crazy. Let's see here. The chat. Austin Wells SOL transactions are pretty dang fast for such a low fee. Crypto Kid, I was working. Barry G, yeah, lots are showing up on StockX and eBay. Y2K Anonymous, what's up, guys? Teespring, you got to get a notification set up in Discord when you do a live stream. Yeah, so Y2K, I did have a I have a notification set up. I'm on the Discord bot, but I had started the stream as private initially by mistake, and then switched it from private to public. And I guess after it's streaming from OBS, switching from private to public on the YouTube live stream side of things, it didn't get kicked over to the bot. I did drop the link in the YouTube videos channel on the Misfit Mining Discord, but maybe people didn't see it, but it's all good. No worries. This was semi behind time-wise. Anyways, I was going live at 9 and got caught up. Had to finish a couple of things, like my thumbnail. I finished my thumbnail like 5 minutes before I went live. Whatever. Y2K Anonymous, what do I pay you for? Alright. Let's see. Teaspoon, you got let's see. Eldemara Osikas. Let's see. Teaspoon Miner, can I mine Binance BNB coin using ETC hash algorithm in Unmineable? Let's find out. I want to say you can. Let's see. Binance BNB. Oh. BNB. Let's see. Using ETC hash. ETC hash. Yes, sir. So, Ildemaro, you can run Unmineable hitting the BNB coin using the ETC hash algorithm using Unmineable. So if you want to do that, and I'll probably do a quick video that I'll see if I can drop tomorrow. But you throw together a regular batch file for, say, Ethereum Classic. Have the worker syntax as BNB : your SHIBATOKEN address, or sorry, your BNB address dot your worker name, and then point it to whichever server port you decide to use, and then that will start showing up. You can take your wallet address, throw it in here, hit search, and that'll pull up the stats page similar to this, where it shows your earnings, and this shows both the mining and what I'll go over in a minute is the referral rewards. And what this does is you have, once you start mining on Unmineable, you are given, there's a referral code that's generated. And what this does is, for example, if I go over to, or no, wait, well, yeah, that's fine, let's just go here. So you see down here, it says if you have a referral code, you can lower your mining fee to 0.75%, because the default fee is 1%. The standard mining fee is 1%. So if you use a referral code, you can drop the mining fees from 1% down to 0.75%, which is pretty sweet. So let's see here. Okay, so this, and obviously if you're going to decide to start using Unmineable, you want to make sure that you understand all the different aspects for whatever coin you're hitting. So for example, with BNB, it mentions down here that you need to set a memo or a tag If you're mining to an exchange or you need to set a memo or a tag, you have to add it after the address. So it says BNB your address your memo dot worker name. So as opposed to just BNB address dot worker name, it's address memo dot worker name. So I've never mined BNB or mined to an exchange, so I don't know how all that works. But so back to the referral code. What you do is when you're creating, say if you're in your flight sheet, for example, if we're looking at HiveOS, and I've got a video on my YouTube channel where I showcase doing Shiba token on HiveOS. Let me grab that link over here. Oops. Actually, here, let me kill that one for just a second. I gotta take out, I had a time stamp on the end of that one. But yeah, so that video showcases how to get initiated mining Shiba token using Unmineable. And the concept is the same. Like you saw, the difference, let me go back over here, being predominantly, the predominant difference being that you would just change the coin at the beginning of your worker template. But if you are in HiveOS, for example, when you're in the wallet / worker section in the flight sheet settings, what you would do is you put a hashtag after the end of your worker name and then put the referral code in there. So for example, let's jump back over here so I can actually have a referral code for you guys to see. So this, for example, so let's go workers, go start. Yep, so Shib address dot worker and then or hashtag and then the referral code. What that does is that will lower the standard mining fee from 1% down to, let's see here, my mining fee is 0.75%. So it's pretty sweet. So not only does that drop your mining fee, the pool fee with Unmineable, from 1% down to 0.75%, what you can do is if you provide others your referral code and somebody starts mining with your referral code, you will start to see this right here. So this referral balance is, as it says, balance obtained by sharing the referral code. So when somebody fires up either a batch file or their flight sheet in HiveOS with my referral code, anytime they mine Shib or whatever, it will kick earnings my way, which is pretty sweet. I'm not 100% sure if, yeah, it does look like it's site specific, not coin specific. So doesn't matter what coin you're hitting. Let's see here. If you have two workers and you're mining two different coins, you can point them at each other. That's an interesting thought. Huh. I guess that could work too. Anonymous Miner says if you have two workers and you're mining two different coins, you can point them at each other. Do a little thermonuclear war between your workers with the mining earnings, which is pretty cool. I actually got curious about that. I may try that. Well, I guess I've only hit the same coin at the same time with my two workers between the 60, 80, 90, 70 rig and the studio PC. I've just been cranking the heck out of Shiba token for the last while. But I may have to try that out. I might throw some hash rate. Maybe I'll throw the studio PC at like, I don't know, like Doge or Algorand, or yes, you can do Chainlink, which is pretty interesting. So, anyway, pretty interesting stuff. Tomorrow, Osochas. I will use your referral code to mine BNB. Dude, you're the man. That would be awesome. I'd appreciate that. I don't know how that will work. As far as the referral earnings, if somebody is mining something that I'm not mining, that is a good question. I may have to research that. I'm curious about that, actually. Let's see. You can mine to my BNB address. 30G, do you know what the prices were at Best Buy? I'm pretty sure, CryptoKid, I'm pretty sure they were just MSRP, from what I understand. Or close to it, at least. I know there was somebody in the Denver area that managed to get their hands on a 3080. I think it was a 3080 Ti Founders Edition, and it was like, well, see, but that's what's interesting. So Anonymous Miner says you can mine whatever he wants. The referral code will work, and you'll receive Shiba because it's your Shiba referral code. But the referral code, and this is what I wonder, because the referral code is, it seems to be coin agnostic from what I can see. Because this doesn't say SHIB ref C2K4 LT0K or 1T0K, whatever that first character is. So let's see if I were to go over to, say, Bitcoin, and oh, actually no, I think you're right, because I don't have, yeah, no, I think you are right, Anonymous Miner, because I don't have a referral code for these other coins, because I don't have a stats page for these other coins. So yeah, I think you're right. I think that makes sense. So yeah, so that's pretty sweet. So if you so choose, you can mine to Unmineable using my referral code, and I would be super grateful. Shiba referral code for Unmineable. Check out the chat. I think they were MSRP. What do you see on Best Buy site is what they paid for them. Yep, right. That's what I think. Yeah, that's what I had heard. CryptoKid was $1,200 for the 3080 Ti. Got a different referral code for ADA, Tron, Shiba, Doge, Algo. Gotcha. Sweet. That's awesome. 770 isn't horrible in terms of AIB pricing, but it's absolutely terrible compared to the price. Makes sense. Appreciate that, you guys. Let's make sure really weird. I gotta check out, I'll have to check out my stream setup, because supposedly the stream health kind of suffers periodically for whatever reason. I think it might be my networking on the studio PC. I started to talk about this on one of the Tuesdays with Teaspoon evenings a couple weeks ago, and I think I got sidetracked mid sentence, and let's see here. Let's send in. Let's reset. But so anyway, so I've got the networking that I've got for my rigs. I have a switch in the back there, and there's a firewall, and I think the firewall is like an older model or something like that. I've done a little digging, because so I'm getting when I run, a speed test, it hits like, what was it, like 25 megabits per second download or something like that. And I'm paying for, I think it's 300 megabits down and like 25 up or 10 up or something like that. And anyways, but I think it's a limitation of the firewall actually itself. I think it's like a version 2 or something like that. But if I have a version 3, if I get the version 3 of the firewall, then it can handle better throughput or whatever. So, Tains, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Appreciate you stopping by, checking out the goodness that is SHIBATOKEN. 1% without referral, 0.75 with referral, 0.5 if you point your rigs at each other. Okay, I see. Anonymous miner. Yeah, Austin was talking about that earlier, and I was trying to make sense of it because he was mentioning this 0.5. And I was like, but I've only ever seen 0.75, so I wondered how that works. But that makes sense. I'll have to try that out. Yeah, Tains, I was telling somebody earlier I had started, I think it was Anonymous or Y2K. I started the stream as private, which didn't ping, and then I switched it after it had already started from private to public, which I guess the bot didn't pick up. So I dropped it in the YouTube chat, but it didn't do an everyone ping, so I should have just done an everyone ping or dropped it in general or whatever. But I was already live, and Chump was talking in the background because I had myself muted in the Discord call that I was in with Chump, and so he couldn't hear me, and he was just blabbering away for the first like 10 seconds when we first went live. And I had to unmute and be like, so Chump, do you want to say hi to everybody? And he was just babbling on. Anyways, it was pretty funny. But can you prioritize your streaming PC's bandwidth usage? That is actually not a bad idea. I never actually thought about that. That's a brilliant idea. I'm gonna have to look at that. Dang it, now I've got homework. No, Y2K Anonymous, I seriously am gonna have to check that out for sure. I'm pretty sure because it's a firewall, it has like the QoS, like quality of service or whatever, and I can prioritize bandwidth for specific services or features or whatever type of thing. Hey Tains, heading back. I appreciate that, dude. No worries. Appreciate you swinging by for just a few minutes and saying hello, gracing us with your presence. Thanks so much for swinging by. You have a good night. Or point the CPU and X and rig Monero and your GPU ETH pointed at each other on one rig. Yeah, that could work too. I didn't even think about that either. I may have to try doing. I'm actually curious now what I think I'm gonna have to test that out to see what my 10700K in the studio PC gets on Shib, just for kicks, and can add that to my like analytics or whatever you want to call it, just for kicks, and get some data, all that, because data is king. Man, I think I may actually call it a night here because of my, like I said, I've got a sore throat and my nose is running away from me a little bit, so I may take off here in a minute. But I appreciate you guys swinging by. Let's see, I figured out how to do it like a year ago, but hadn't had to mess with those settings, so I completely forgot how. Some ideas for the video. Yeah, I appreciate that, Anonymous. I'm gonna have to take a look at that for sure. So, homework. Anyway, well, you guys, I appreciate you stopping by for Tuesdays with Teaspoon this week. Don't forget to smash that like button. Let's see where we are at with watches. We got 12 viewers, 18 likes. Good stuff. Loving that. Anyway, well, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you stopping by. All of my teaspooners, if we want to call them that. I'm still debating on the Teaspoon Army name, shall we say. Let's see. Crypto Kid, appreciate it, man. Thanks for stopping by. Anonymous Miner, have a good night. Teaspoon, thanks for another great Tuesday. Fun streamers always feel better. Thanks, Barry G. I appreciate that. So we will catch you guys later. You guys have a great evening, and we will catch you on the flip side. In the meantime, have a great evening and mine on.